For decades after World War II, the global financial system operated under the Bretton Woods Agreement. This system made the US dollar the world's reserve currency, and crucially, guaranteed that foreign central banks could exchange their dollars for gold at a fixed rate of $35 per ounce. It was the dollar's golden anchor. But by the late 1960s, this promise became unsustainable. The US was spending heavily on the Vietnam War and massive social programs, printing more dollars than its gold reserves could possibly back. Foreign governments, led by France, started demanding their gold, rapidly draining the US vaults. The dollar's credibility was on the brink. The crisis culminated on a Sunday evening, August 15, 1971. In a surprise televised address, President Richard Nixon unilaterally announced a series of emergency measures. The most consequential was the suspension of the dollar's convertibility to gold. This was the Nixon shock. With this single executive order, the world abandoned gold. Money was no longer inherently valuable metal. It became fiat currency, backed only by the public's faith in the government that issued it. Nixon's stated goal was to protect the dollar from speculators. The real effect was an economic revolution. Governments were now free to print money to manage their economies without the strict discipline of the gold limit. The Nixon shock gave central banks powerful new tools, but it also opened the door to the era of massive national debt and the steady, quiet inflation that defines our financial lives today. It was the final, definitive end of the money as a commodity, a pivot point that forever changed the relationship between global finance and government power.